Once upon a time, in USA, a YouTube web series was created by Christopher Skonberg and produced by First Refeast and Complex Media. Its basic premise involves celebrities being interviewed by host Sean Evans over a platter of increasingly spicy chicken wings. But nobody ever imagined that one day it would become the popular web series known as Hot Ones. But how did Hot Ones become such a popular web series? And why did it become such a great show? Is it true that Sean has had his head kissed and licked by celebrities? And does he eat tacos in a real way? Is it true that Sean has lost his appetite for wings? And does his little brother really help in the research before the interviews? Did his father really help him build up such a tolerance for spice? It's time for me to answer all these questions and more.
It's time for me to answer all these questions and more. Since this is ASMR, Aaron, back at it again with another daily video to help you relax. So lay back and enjoy the ride. I hope this read helps you get you through your day. Or even better, I hope this video helps you gently fall asleep. I can't wait to get started.
This is the tale of Hot Ones.
What's the recipe for a wildly popular internet interview show? Celebrities, a whole lot of sauce, and an interviewer like Sean Evans. As he told The Hollywood Reporter, Evans always wanted to make something dumb for smart people. The result was Hot Ones, a YouTube show where celebrities answer a series of in-depth, deeply researched, and sometimes ridiculous questions, all while eating increasingly spicy chicken wings. What started out as a low-budget attempt to jumpstart Complex's YouTube channel, First We Feast, turned into one of the most popular online interview shows on the web. According to their YouTube page, First We Feast now has over 8.5 million subscribers and over 1 billion views. That's largely thanks to Hot Ones, and the magic of Hot Ones is largely thanks to Evans. With an estimated net worth of $40 million, Evans has wowed his guests with obscure references to their pasts and has launched a global fascination with dangerously spicy sauces. He's become a celebrity himself and has won internet entertainment awards including the Shorty, the Lovey, and the Webby. He even has a spin-off game show. But there's more to Evans than his signature bomber jacket and wry sense of humor. Here's the untold truth of Hot Ones Sean Evans. Before he was everyone's favorite interview host, Sean Evans majored in broadcast journalism at the University of Illinois, where a professor suggested he become a weatherman. As Evans told Business Insider, "This is kind of where my focus was, but then you graduate, you get a job at an agency or somewhere writing press releases." He then went on to work as a copywriter while freelancing for Complex. Complex sent him down to New Orleans for some print interview pieces, and since they were transitioning to video, asked to put Evans on screen. As Evans wrote in a Reddit Ask Me Anything thread, "I remember studying note cards and being nervous as hell for like a 5-minute video interview with 2 Chainz. But it paid off because Complex liked his interviews and offered him a full-time job." He quit his copywriting job and moved to New York a month later. At Complex, he connected with Chris Schonberger, editor-in-chief at First We Feast, the new Complex YouTube channel. As Evans told The Verge, Schonberger pitched him the idea of a celebrity interview show featuring violently hot chicken wings. Evans was for it, and the rest is internet history. Chili Klaus is another spicy food internet personality who teamed up with Sean Evans to eat the Carolina Reaper, a record-breaking chili pepper that delivers an average of 1,569,300 Scoville heat units. According to the Guinness World Records, the pepper is grown by a man named Smokin' Ed Curry, who runs a chili growing operation called the Pucker Butt Pepper Company. Yep, for real. Before they eat the pepper for the first time, Klaus tells Evans, remember to chew it very well because if you don't chew it, it will hurt in your stomach. That's how strong this red, bumpy pepper is. The video is almost too painful to watch. Evans and Klaus cry, snap, and burp their way through the heat, but somehow survive. Sean and Klaus actually reunited to eat the pepper a second time, but to amp things up, did it while riding on a horse carriage in Central Park. As Evans himself writes about the experience on Reddit, my entire body was like, you dumbass, and completely shut down. The second go appears to be just as painful and involves a lot of milk and spitting. Luckily for Evans, Hot Ones just features the wings. Growing up, Sean Evans would binge watch David Letterman with his father every Saturday. Evans would even make his dad pause every time the audience laughed, just so he could explain the joke. As Evans told the Los Angeles Times, in a weird way, this Hot Ones was probably all created because I just want to make my dad laugh the way Letterman made him laugh. Evans even wrote about David Letterman for his college application to the University of Illinois, where he studied broadcast journalism. To this day, he often defines the success of his show as something that kids can watch with their parents, via The Hollywood Reporter. In addition to sculpting Evans' sense of humor and interview style, his dad also inadvertently trained him for a life of spicy eating. Growing up in Illinois, whenever there was a Chicago Bears game, Evans' father would serve hot-ass salsa. Evans would ask his dad for mild salsa, and his dad would reject his plea. Over time, this helped Evans build up his tolerance for spice, and when he met Chris Schonberger, this appreciation extended to hot sauces and hot wings. When asked if his favorite food was chicken wings by Global News, Sean Evans replied, "Listen, when I'm off the clock, I am not ordering chicken wings." Turns out, having to eat chicken wings multiple times a week for work can really ruin the appeal. If you ever see Evans at a bar, it's probably best not to send him a complimentary plate of buffalo wings. But on the flip side, Evans' appreciation for hot sauce has only grown with the show's success. As he wrote for Grub Street, "You would think I'm never reaching for hot sauce if I'm off the clock or whatever, but I'm more interested in it now and I understand it a lot more than I ever did." Evans loves the subculture of spice aficionados and says he never feels more famous than when he's walking around or speaking at a hot sauce expo via ABC News. Personally, his favorite hot sauces are the Queen Majesty Scotch Bonnet and Ginger, Torchbearer Sauce's Smoky Horseradish, Dirty Dick's, Hot Ones Los Calientes, and the Yellowbird Habanero, via Canada.com. Sean Evans shocked the world when he ate a taco, not from one side to the other like a normal person, but from the top, right down the center. This crime against tacos took place during a YouTube video with fast food reviewer Dame Drops, where the two test out spicy fast food menu items. The victim was the Taco Bell Fiery Doritos Locos taco. His fans and the media have since referred to the incident as Taco Gate. Apparently, Evans has always eaten tacos this way. He'll eat down from the top until there's just a tube of ground meat. Then he'll turn the tube around and eat it from one end to the other. As Evans explained on the H3 podcast, "I like that meat tube at the end, and I don't really care about the lettuce and the cheese or whatever's floating up on top of that." Evans also argues that it's a cleaner way to eat a taco without spilling the contents all over yourself. Looks like Sean Evans will defend his taco eating style to the grave. Sean Evans shocked the world when he ate a taco not from one side to the other like a normal person, but Natasha Alexis Martinez is a journalist who was also Miss California 2015. She is of Mexican and Nicaraguan descent. As she says in her Miss USA contestant interview, she loves being from a mixed Latino family for the variety of cultures and the great food. When she was 15, her mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, which has had a huge effect on her work ethic and values. Like Sean Evans, Martinez also does celebrity interviews for Complex on YouTube. According to her biography on her own website, she has a degree in broadcast journalism from Chapman University. She is also on American Latino TV and has worked with Me Too, E! News, Elite Daily, Bustle, LA TV, and Entertainment Tonight. Distractify estimates that Martinez and Evans started dating sometime in 2018, based on their social media posts. They are often featured together in their online posts, including on Valentine's Day 2020, when Martinez posted a photo of herself and Evans on what appears to be a golf course, captioned, "Love being in love with you," and "Happy Valentine's Day, you goof." Behind the spice-induced swearing and sweating on Hot Ones, the real meat on the bone is the show's fantastic interview. Evans has consistently stunned guests with intelligent, original questions. Stephen Colbert himself complimented Sean on his interview skills. As Evans told Canada.com, "We're putting our guests in an extremely vulnerable situation by forcing them to eat incredibly spicy wings, so the least they can do is nail the interview questions." While Evans does a large part of the research himself, it's actually a team effort, although a small team. Between him, show creator Chris Schonberger, and Evans' little brother Gavin, who lives in Chicago. As reported by The Verge, Gavin starts the race off. He'll compile everything he can on the interview subject and make a Wikipedia-like document for Schonberger and Evans. These documents can be as long as 30 pages. Then the baton passes to Schonberger and the elder Evans. Evans will take the podcasts, profiles, and videos, while Schonberger takes the rest. They then reconvene right before the show and try to narrow the interview topics down to just 10 via The Hollywood Reporter. It's hours of off-camera work, but the result is one of the best interview shows around. For some reason or other, people all over the world love to rub, kiss, or in the case of Chrissy Teigen, lick, bald or closely shaved heads. Some people even believe it brings good luck. As one of YouTube's favorite hairless wonders, Sean Evans has also had his hair share of bald head love. As one of YouTube's favorite hairless wonders, Sean Evans has also had his fair share of bald head love. One time it was from another famous baldy, Shaquille O'Neal. Back before the days of Hot Ones, Evans was scheduled to interview Shaq after the Patriots and Seahawks Super Bowl game in Arizona. Right outside the interview spot was a festival where Shaq was doing a DJ set and where a bunch of drunk dudes were having a Shaq painting class. Evans serendipitously stole one of the paintings and gifted it to Shaq. Shaq was so touched, he showed his appreciation with a big smooch on Evans' head, via Yahoo Build. As for Chrissy Teigen, Evans told Business Insider it was a completely unplanned moment. Evans had just finished an interview with her during his early days at Complex and was posing for the post-interview photo. All of a sudden, he felt a wet tongue on his head. "I was a little bit startled by it," says Evans, "but then it's Chrissy Teigen which put me at ease, and does make for a pretty good picture." The look of confused discomfort on Evans' face was genuine, but given Hot One's success, maybe that lick really was good luck. Sean Evans makes no secret of his Chicago upbringing and his love and appreciation for his hometown. In an episode with Chance the Rapper, the two chat about Chicago icons such as Kanye, the White Sox, and of course the food. A quick look at Evans' social media showcases gems for his Midwestern upbringing. For example, Evans went to Crystal Lake Central High School, where he played on the football team. An old photo posted on Instagram shows him in his uniform, even sporting a full head of dirty blonde hair. Although he never made it to the school's underground tunnel system, he reveals in his second Reddit AMA that he and his friends Wyatt and Miles did climb onto the roof. Evans actually attributes his success as an interviewer to this Midwestern upbringing, saying that his sense of humor is typical of Chicagoans. As he told Business Insider, people who are from Chicago are just funnier than people who aren't from Chicago. He also thinks being a Midwesterner makes him more approachable since he's naturally nice and polite, via The Hollywood Reporter. And so ends the tale of the famous YouTube web series Hot Ones, which continues to entertain fans thanks to its awesome host, Sean Evans.